Hello guys, welcome back to my Django series. As you can see here, what I have on the screen today is what we will start calling MVC and MVT part. Okay, so let's check it. Let's see what's actually happening underneath it. Okay. Sorry. First one we got MVC. MVC stands for model, view, and controller. The model component represents the data and manage operations related to that data. The view component represents the user interface and displays data to the user. Controller component controls the application's behavior and serves as an intermediary between the model and view. In here, you can see here just the operational process of MVC model. We begin with user. User interact, send a request, like they interact with interface, like clicking button, filling out forms, or other kind of interaction. And they send a request to controller, and controller receives the user interaction from the user from their interface, and it will process the logic, and it communicates with the model. Here it communicates with the model to access or update data. The model performs operation related to data, such as here accessing database, storing or updating or even deleting data, etc. Right? And then passes to model and then back to controller. The controller receives the processed data from the model and it passes to the view, send data model to view. You can see here. The view uses the data from the controller to display the corresponding view. The view will respond to user based on the processes data. And here, when view responds to user, and user can see their interface created by view, and they can easily interact with the app. And this is how MVC works. Okay, we'll go ahead. Got MVT model. Model view template. You can see here the model. The model is responsible for defining the data structure of your app and managing database. The view is responsible for handling user requests and returning appropriate responses. Template. Template is responsible for defining structure and presentation of the HTML, which is kind of templates, which I've mentioned before, right? Okay, all right. Move next. Here you can see here is the operational process of MVT. Begin with users. Users send requests to Django app through a web browser. Like in Django app receives the request and determines the corresponding view based on the requested URL. Talk again. Said again. Django receives the request and determines the corresponding view based on the requested URL. All right. And the view handles the request and processes related logic, and it will it interacts with model to access and update data. Okay. The view back here, the view prepares the data and passes to template. And the template uses the data from the view. So all in all, Django returns the Rust generated by the template to see the juice through the web browser. And that's how MVT works. And Django is applying this parent model, view, and template. Yeah. Let me show you the comparison between MVC and traditional MVT and traditional MVC. Some important differences between MVT and MVC are, you see, in the MVC parent, the controller here is equivalent to the view in Django MVT parent. The view is responsible for handling logic and interacting with the model, not just for displaying the interface. And that's the differences. And in the MVT parent, the template play a crucial role in formatting, in displaying user data, and is completely separated from the view, whereas in MVC parent template, the template often resides within the view component. Okay, and the third, we got in Django's MVT parent often consider view as a controller to control the processing flow, in whereas in MVC parent, the controller is responsible for controlling the entire interaction between the model and view. And that's the differences about MVC and traditional MVC, MVT and traditional MVC. Yeah, and the lessons today is all about the theories, and it maybe seems kind of tedious. However, MVT and MVC, they are play a crucial roles in web app. So you have to making sure that you understand all of this theory. Okay, and I hope you guys through this lesson you can understand and you can know how to manipulate it. Anyway, thanks for watching.